This week on my sewing journey, I've been making a thread box. This was a lot of fun. It did take a while to make though. I made my own pattern for it. First thing I did was drew a triangle, then a square for the peak of the little box and the width of the little box. Then next, I made the side wall by measuring out my little bobbin case, how wide it actually was so they would fit in there, and the thread, how tall I needed it to be for the tall thread that we have here. So I cut 2 of these and 2 of these. Now I'd recommend all the embellishments you want to put on there for the holding of the sewing tools to sew that on before you put this together. So I made a couple of pockets here for little things. Scissors, pin cushion, seam ripper, just little items. This side I have my tape measure, thimble. This side I have my hem gauge, an extra pair of scissors. This side I have powder. And someplace I have I think that's on the other side. Yeah, it is. My threader. And I put a knob on it for the lifting up, but you don't really have to do that if you don't want to. To make the bottom, I measured out the length and width of these 4 pieces. So when I cut 2 of these and cut 2 of these, I measured it all out by putting it together on the paper stage, because you'd rather make the mistake in the paper stage than making it in the construction stage of your box, because it's a little harder to correct. And don't forget your seam allowances, and that will give you the bottom base. And the roof, that again, after you've got your 2 peaks and your wall, you can measure how much you're going to need for the roof. And I gave my roof a little overhang. Now to do the plastic little drawer pull, I had my husband help me with this. We used an awl, pushed through the cardboard and the fabric, and then we put the drawer pull on like you would normally put a drawer pull on. This was a real fun project to do. After you get your pieces, the embellishments on there, and you get the back sewed on, when you do the one with has the peak here and the triangle on the top, leave the bottom open to push the cardboard in there, because you're going to want to put cardboard in it to hold it up so it stays in an upright position. It's easier to put the cardboard up in there than sew the bottom. And on the sides, I did the same thing. Did the embellishments first. And I'll get a little closer in so you can see the pretty little flowers. I did the embellishment first, and I put a little kitty on there. And then sewed the back onto it, and then left the side open and shoved the cardboard in. And here, so you can see a close-up of the embellishments here. And so you can see the embellishments here. And that's how I did those. And I sewed the bottom onto the bottom, and then the other bottom onto the bottom, then sewed up the side by hand all the way around. All in all, it was a fun project. I hope you liked the idea. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for subscribing, and happy sewing.